Hey, my YouTube family. I'm Brittany, and you are on my channel B for Beauty. Today, I want to talk about the red pill community and how they are definitely going to keep you all single. Okay? Now, I am not one to down other channels. I am not one to troll other content. However, too many women are telling me, Brittany, I want you to talk about how these men are showing up to these dates. And I've even heard some men say that women are showing up to these dates in this same manner. What manner, you may ask? Okay, here it is. They are asking questions like, brace yourself. What do you bring to the table? And rank yourself. Oh my God. In real life dating scenarios, this is actually happening. Now, I expect that this is, clickbait for content, clickbait for the angry trollers, clickbait for the hypersensitive people that get triggered by these conversations, and it creates, a lot of views for whoever the podcaster, say for instance, is. But I did not know that you all were taking this stuff so literal to where you are actually meeting men and women out in public places and asking them this as if they are interviewing for a job. Please tell me that this is not true. Please tell me y'all got sense enough to know how unattractive that is and that you all are not doing this. And since this is a primarily male channel, I'm gonna talk to you men, my fellas, my kings. Are y'all doing this? Are you meeting women, be it in person, online dating, referral a friend, DM on social media, and asking her to rank herself physically, okay? And then also asking what she brings to the table? Is that what you're doing? Here, let's dissect those questions, okay? Asking her to rank her physical appearance. It's degrading. We are not on a lineup. This is a real life scenario. That's not how normal people actually talk to each other. Who the hell you think you are? But also, apparently, her appearance was appealing enough for you to be having a conversation with her, asking her about herself, scheduling a date, and ultimately trying to either get her drawers or to some capacity be in her face. Or perhaps you actually are engaging because you are relationship minded and actually want someone that potentially wants to be in a relationship with you. Are you serious in asking her to rank her looks? Now, you may have a ranking in your own mind of what she looks like to you, but have you ever been told by your mama, your elders, that you don't say everything that you think? And if you are going by this quote unquote standard of ranking to where the woman then needs to, say for instance, give you a number on a scale and tell you where she thinks she ranks, and then allow you to evaluate that number like you are on a damn Kevin Samuels podcast versus actually having a real life encounter with a real life person, then by that standard, we should be able to do the same. Because from what I saw of those channels, if you're ranking by femininity, youth, age, beauty, fitness, and all of those things, then from what I saw on those channels, the women were then ranking by status, tax bracket, assets, and intellect for the man, right? So let's say she did play along and give you a ranking, okay? And she turns the question back to you and asks you, now where is it that you rank? Now yours is not by physical appearance. It's about by tax bracket and character, based on this red pill standard of how men are ranked and rated, right? Most men are average earning, which there is nothing wrong with. My father is an average earning man. My brothers are average earning man. My grandfathers were average earning men, and they were wonderful men and are wonderful men that I'm proud to say are family to me. However, if you are average earning man, who do you think you are popping some very big dick energy that is of, like, I guess some really high tax bracket kind of man, kind of energy that kind of speaks to a woman as if they are, say, for instance, on a roster and you're picking through them and saying, hey, you rank yourself. What are you guys thinking? If she was to do that same thing back to you, you as an average earning man wouldn't even actually measure up to the woman that you're actually preferring or looking for. Because if she average looking and you average earning, well, honey, guess what? Y'all match. Now what? You've also changed the energy of the date, of the interaction. If she has any sense about herself, she would instantly end the conversation with you. If she's been up to speed about what these quote unquote podcasts and YouTube communities have done to relationships, then she would know not only are you a watcher, but you actually are now implementing this into your dating strategy, and you don't know how to actually interact with a woman besides what a stranger online told you to do. And she would stop her interaction with you right away because, oh honey, you need help. You need to be on Rom's channel. You need some older men in your ear. You need some big brothers. You need some elders. You need to be amongst men who have kept a wife for years. You need to be amongst some men that actually are family men. You are getting your advisement from clownery, okay? And I said clownery, social media and podcasts, and you're actually applying it on real dates. This is not going to be successful for a man that is genuinely attempting to meet and grow a life with anyone. It's self-sabotage. You have got to find better strategies than this. The second question that's ever so popular and ever so distasteful is, what do you bring to the table? Again, very rigid, very cold, very interview style of dating. Are you kidding me? I could tell you anything. I could tell you that I'm a lawyer. I could tell you that I have, I'm a virgin. I could tell you that, I have visited every country. I could tell you everything about myself. Oh, I cook, I clean, I sew, I could tell you anything and everything, but until you actually experience me, spend time with me, date me, only then will you know what I bring to your life. So there is no point in even asking that question, because you actually have to experience the person to learn what they are bringing and how it applies to your life and how it adds to your happiness and how it actually can mesh well with your end goals. That's an experience that you have to have, not something that somebody can just verbalize to you. I mean, they can, but who's to say it's not a crock of shit? They could tell you anything. Plus, there's a level of arrogance in that. It almost, in the question itself, it's almost, how are you going to attract me kind of air, which is just negative, distasteful, and unattractive. And if I was the woman on a date with either of you and being asked about this, or being asked one of those questions, I'd respond with, oh, I'm not bringing you anything. As a matter of fact, I'm going to finish my dinner because I'm hungry. I'd like it for you to get on up from the table because I'm going to finish my food. I'm going to pay for my meal. Or I might have one of these other gentlemen in here that's been looking at me all night join me. Because you got the game wrong. That is an absolute no. Please do not get your dating tactics from the I call them the bitter man crowd. I'm not saying that there aren't some validity to some of the things that they are saying, y'all. But also notice they go and pick the dumbest of the dumbest bag, bottom of the barrel chick, and then apply those scenarios to real life scenarios. And let's be clear, that is not the average person that they're putting on those channels. That is not the average person you are encountering. And if it is, then you need to reevaluate your circle. Because where are you finding these airheads? Where are you finding these extremely selfish women? You have to re-strategize your dating tactics. But do not go to a date with a woman with what seems to have a good head on her shoulders, seems to communicate well with you, friendly enough, attractive enough to you for you to ask her out and then ask to enjoy some more time with her, and then ask her to give you a selling pitch about what she's going to bring to your life and sell you on her looks. That is tasteful, tacky, and ignorant. And I hope that that is not something that you all are doing. The red pill community will keep you all single. I will even reverse it for women, for instance. I have also heard on those podcasts, and even from, say, for instance, older women, don't do X, Y, Z. Don't do the cooking, cleaning, domestic, and all of those duties for a man that ain't your husband. I don't subscribe to that either, because I believe that when you're dating, this is a trial period. And when you're wanting to experience someone, especially for potential long term, you actually want to show all of those things that could show that you want to be a long-term partner. So I don't think on either side should we be actually picking up this toxic information that is only shortchanging us and keeping us further and further away from the connections that many of us desire. And you're just dwindling your chances, absorbing this narrow-minded rhetoric, okay? So learn to think for yourselves. Don't go to the internet and then apply it to real life scenarios. Go to the established marriages. Go, and it doesn't have to be the seniors. There are some successfully married middle-aged people that are still relatable. Go to some of the people that aren't jaded. Go to even the people that may have been on their second marriage, because you know what? If they have any sense about themselves, they learned something from that first marriage. And if they actually are self-aware, then they learned about some things that they should have done better in that first marriage that they are now applying to the second marriage. These are the people that you want to talk to, not the angry man, not the angry woman. Because when you apply it to real life scenarios, you look easily impressioned. You look like a puppet, okay? You look like a man that doesn't actually think for himself and have the dating experience for himself to actually navigate and vet a woman without actually having to apply a checklist that you found on YouTube. And I know y'all got more sense than that. I know you have more, you're more articulate than that. You're more well-rounded than that. Show it in your actions. I hate to hear that this is happening But this is why we have this channel, so that you guys can work on things like this, so that you guys can grow, so that we can become better partners, and even strategize in ways that actually hopefully lead to a successful marriage. But that ain't it, y'all. I just had to get on there. I was shocked and appalled to find that this has trickled over from social media, from YouTube, to everyday life. People are actually coming to dates and asking these things. Have y'all had this experience? Has this happened to y'all before? Are people actually asking you, what are you going to bring? Oh my goodness. So, be smart, daters. I want you guys to be successful. As I mentioned before, I am working on my website to where you can ask me questions directly, and we can have our one-on-ones. We can have our free one consultation and extend our interactions from there. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you guys for being on my channel. Bye-bye.